the first time in a very long time, I can honestly say I'm proud to be a Canadian. The rallies protesting Stephen Harper's closing of Parliament were a huge success on Saturday. By all accounts, each one had hundreds. Some of the largest cities had thousands, even though the mainstream media had a curious habit of underreporting the actual numbers. They were filled to the brim with citizens and politicians of all stripes, except for present Conservative MPs, but some former Tory supporters did have a few things to say about the Emperor with no clothes. Despite all of the personal attacks, trolling, and total dismissal by the government, as well as certain members of the media, who the right wing always complains has a liberal bias, Canadians came out in droves, some of them in snowstorms, some of them in very poor health, to make sure that their voices were heard. Harper, on the other hand, demanded instead that his opponents came up with constructive ideas on how to help the economy. Why bother, Harper? You never cared about what the other side had to say before, especially when it came to the lower middle class. You just wanted everyone to shut up and obey you. Well, enough is enough. The beautiful thing about this is that while I don't think for a minute that Harper is ever going to respect that the majority of Canadians hate him, because his head is too far up his ass for that, we can be reasonably sure that this is as far as he can go. Every poll taken since he shut down Parliament and said that Canadians don't care about it has shown that his huge lead over the Liberals and other opposition parties is completely gone. Today they are virtually tied. So unless he plans to throw a coup, then Harper has destroyed any legitimate chance of gaining his precious majority. I can imagine that those Tories that still have some kind of intelligence and morality will be having a few things to say about that. If we're lucky, he might get kicked out of office by the end of the year, whether the people do it to him or his own party. Either way, everyone who isn't a raging neocon is really pissed about this. The left and center are mad that he's shutting down war crime investigations, muting critics, muzzling his own MPs, and attacking democracy in general. The right, or the less rabid parts of it anyway, are mad that he's wasting hundreds of millions of dollars on yet another temper tantrum and not even doing a good job at disguising it. The guy couldn't even be bothered to make his request to the Governor General in person, for crying out loud. He did over the phone. And while conservative bloggers, politicians, and pundits are claiming that basically nothing happened at all on the weekend, there's a wealth of photographs and YouTube clips that clearly show several thousand people protesting, sometimes just in one city. Never underestimate the right-wing's ability to say that black is white, up is down, and round is flat. So congratulations, Mr. Harper, you finally got Canada united. Pretty much everyone now wants your ass on a platter. To everyone else watching this, don't let the energy die now. Go to noprorogue.ca and find out about any future events. If you're on Facebook, find the group Canadians Against Proroguing Parliament and get involved in planning the next move. Even better, print flyers about what Stephen Harper's been doing to try to screw up this country, and go door to door if you have to make sure that not only everyone else knows, but gives a damn. And since there's no shortage of YouTube clips showing the Harperites threatening this country and all it stands for, forward them to everyone you know. The more good attention we can get, the better. Apathy is what Harper is counting on, so let's not give him what he wants. Enough said.